How do you cope with pain and suffering? Do you reveal it, hide it, or transform it? Revealing your pain can sometimes invite more harm than healing. It's a harsh reality, but there are those who find a perverse satisfaction in watching others suffer, even feed. This disturbing combination of sadism and envy can significantly impede personal growth and manifest itself in various areas of our lives. At work, in social settings, even within the family. However, within you lies a wonderful source of strength, a hidden strength ready to be harnessed. The art of transforming vulnerabilities into unshakable strength. In this video, we'll look at 18 profound Stoic principles from Epictetus, a revered philosopher whose ideas have stood the test of time. However, that's not all. We invite you to actively participate in this interactive journey of self-discovery and personal growth. So for the next important points, let's focus deeply on what is being shared here, putting aside the usual day-to-day distraction. Listen twice as much as you speak. This principle derives from the wisdom of the Stoics and defines the importance of active listening and interaction with others. Having 2 ears and 1 mouth gave us not an accidental aspect of anatomy, but the dexterity to develop the art of listening. This principle calls us to open our hearts and attention to the stories, pains, and joys of the people around us. Listening takes us into new perspectives, helps expand our worldview, and connects us more deeply with the world around us. This opens up opportunities for understanding, promotes the development of empathy, and contributes to a deeper knowledge of ourselves through the prism of other people's stories. Principle 2 is don't let the comments and sentiments of others control your life. This principle teaches us to maintain emotional independence even when the environment tries to control us. By refusing to allow other people's negative influences to determine our emotional state, we affirm our inner strength and responsibility for our happiness. It is a call for personal freedom where we determine our emotions and reactions, even in bad situations, while maintaining control over our life journey. Be prepared to accept the worst. This principle expresses a sober view of the uncertainty and unpredictability of life. Recognizing the possibility of worst-case scenarios is the key to inner peace. The ability to accept the worst gives us emotional stability, the ability to get out of any difficult situations and fight the fear of possible difficulties. It is not just acceptance of negativity, but also an active willingness to solve difficulties that may appear in life. Principle 4. Don't be afraid to fail because it's the only way to progress. This principle sees failure as a necessary component of the path to achieving high results. The idea of accepting failure as an opportunity for growth becomes a catalyst for development. The absence of fear of mistakes allows you to develop your own capabilities, improve, and solve difficulties. It is a call to openness to learning through one's own experience, even if it comes with failure. Keep it simple. The principle of simplicity calls us to choose efficiency and minimalism over unnecessary complexity, recognizing that true enrichment lies not in material things, but in emotional and mental comfort, allows us to determine our priorities. Simplicity frees us from the cycle of endless responsibilities and payments, allowing us to focus on what's really important. Principle 6. Bring humility into your life. In this context is not bowing your head to difficulties, but openness to the unknown and a willingness to learn. The principle is to accept that our knowledge is only a drop in the great ocean of truth. The ability to see the world as a place where there is always something new to learn gives us a fresh perspective and keeps the wonder of childhood pure. Principle 7. And be aware of the dangers of wealth. This principle illuminates the dark side of material well-being. Perceiving the dangers that wealth can hide helps to avoid negative influences and preserves values. Material goods can affect our character and change our outlook on life, so it is important to keep our essence intact, even surrounded by great prosperity. This principle 8. And to not cling to one hope. This principle emphasizes the importance of deploying a wide range of ambitions and dreams. Instead of limiting yourself to one specific goal, it is important to open up your perspectives and allow yourself to dream of different achievements. This is not a sign of weakness, but a strategy for increasing your own resilience and adaptability. Always remember your mortality. This principle calls us to experience our own limited nature and reminds us that life is temporary. The awareness of the uncertainty of the duration of our existence encourages us to act from the point of view of significance and motivates us to devote time and attention to those aspects of life that are truly important. A contented spirit is true wealth. This principle calls us to recognize that true happiness and wealth does not lie in material goods, but in a contented spirit. Instead of always striving for something new, it is important to be able to enjoy the little things that are already in our lives. A contented spirit makes it possible to feel deep satisfaction and joy even in the simplicity of everyday life. Feel the guilt. The principle sees guilt as a trap that is important to avoid. Instead of guilt, we remain aware of our actions and find ways to solve the situation. Accepting responsibility and developing opportunities for change become pathways to growth and improvement. Principle 12. A friendship is higher than wealth. This principle emphasizes the importance of true friendships. Friends who provide support in the most difficult moments determine the true value of life. They not only make our lives brighter, but also cause us to grow and improve through the open exchange of experiences and support. Systematic consideration and awareness of the principles of Stoicism, which are proposed by Epictetus, reveals deep and universal truths that can serve as a source of wisdom and guidance for a better life. Each principle has its own meaning and practical impact on different areas of life. A fast-paced world of today, where it is important to understand one's emotions, fight stress, and maintain inner peace, makes the principles of listening, managing one's reactions, and taking control of one's emotional sphere relevant. The concepts of simplicity, humility, awareness of the danger of wealth, expansion of the spectrum of dreams, and awareness of one's own mortality help to set life priorities in the right place and strive for harmony with oneself and the world. The value of friendship as higher than material wealth encourages us to highly value close relationships and brotherhood, emphasizing that true wealth lies in people who help during the most difficult moments. In general, these principles of Stoicism not only offer answers to pressing life questions, but also inspire real actions to achieve inner harmony and personal growth. The practical applicability of these ideas allows us to implement them in everyday life, making our crew on the stormy waters of life more stable and wise.